Good morning. Oh, my microphone is off. Hang on. There we go. Usually that breaks stuff, so I'm glad it didn't this time. Today, we're playing a game that I saw Doug playing, and he was doing an interesting job of it. And what happened to the music? That was strange. This is a game called The Farmer Was Replaced. I imagine in this game, we've replaced the farmer with drones. So, and then you do coding to make the drones do what they're meant to. It seemed fun. This is like a beginner programming game, but I'm not a beginner programmer, so we'll see. Go to the first program page. Program is done in code windows. Yep. Click that button to play. That makes sense. You can create more code files. Dock windows. Cool. Two drone commands: harvest and do a flip. Okay, so this is step through, and this is starting. It's not a proper debugger, but it's close enough. Harvest seems more interesting. Cool. And then you get unlocks. That's great. But I want harvest, right? Harvest. Oh. We get hats? That's great. Oh, what's up here? While. That seems important. While loops. Yep. Cool. I know about while loops. If you don't know what they do, while just executes whatever's in here. So while true. Oh, hang on. This is Python syntax, right? I didn't read the full tooltip. Hang on. Yes, Python syntax. And then in here we give it harvest. And then it just harvests forever. True has never been defined. Is it? Okay, it is Python syntax. I gotta remember that. I'm not used to Python. I code a lot in Java and Go these days, so. We can move our code window up here. Just so we can see the little piggy bank flying around. And then this is the game. You harvest, I think we're doing hay. Yeah. Good times. It gets more complicated. What can we do? Hats? Probably don't need that. Speed of the drone. Increase the yield of grass. Okay, let's increase drone speed. Execution speed is doubled. Okay. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. I see. So we need if can harvest. If, oh. If can harvest. And then we do harvesting. Good job. Excuse me, I just ate like a bunch of food, so I'm, I guess, a little bit phlegmy. This will be a chill stream. I don't know how long I'm going to play this. Probably until I'm satisfied. Okay, this needs wood, which I don't have yet. Plant. And expand. Okay, let's do plant. Grows automatically. Other plants to be planted. Okay. Plant bush. So we'll give you a bush under the drone. Who is texting me? Oh my. Someone I have not talked to in a while. I should answer their text in, soon. That's actually kind of important. It seems like someone wants to play D&D, which is a great thing for me, personally. Because groups are hard to come by these days. Plant entities bush, call clear to reset the farm, and all grass to reset the drone position. I see. Let me, can I expand this? Yeah, expand. Cool, and then I get movement. So move north, south, east, and west. Move north. The edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to this side. Okay, so it's a circle. Time is a something circle, right? Let's center ourselves here on our farm. And then I still want to plant grass. Oh, but I don't know the position yet. Okay, well I guess let's spec into bushes then. So no matter what, we're gonna plant a bush. Right? Because it's plant entities dot bush. Oh wait, let's just plant this right after the harvest. And then I can just loop over all of our tiles, right? And then we call move north. So we plant and we move. And then we just scan for when we can plant next or harvest next. And I can also call clear at the start, which resets everything. I could make this slightly more efficient for just harvesting bushes, but I think I'll wait until the farm's bigger and I can plant more than one crop easily. Lots of coding is about picking your battles and deciding when to optimize. Typically, optimization happens at the end. So I'm okay with just picking off some easy stuff, gathering some resources, and calling it a day. Okay, let me unlock some more space. I did not read that. Move, right? We get to move some more. Oh, let's expand 1. Expand 2. Okay, this gives me a range, which is important. Right. I can use get world size to get the size of the world. Okay. Let me just see Let me just see what I can do. So this inside the loop is gonna happen 3 times. I don't have like arrays or anything, right? Unlocked? Oh, no, I don't want hints. So since I don't have an array, the easiest way to do this is going to be to check, if I equals, I don't actually know if it starts at 0 or not. Right, can I set this condition? Because then this one will just be harvest. So for grass. If can harvest, harvest. And actually, this is where I want a new code file of 0. Can I rename it? Harvest grass. It's pretty simple, and then I should be able to call it from here, right? Pet the piggy. That's pretty great. I don't have an option to do this. So I guess I have to wait for like an execute function then, right? That's annoying. And I don't have functions or anything? Okay. I just took a screenshot. Hell yeah. Okay, let me delete that. Let me set, this will be grass. And then the next two will just be wood. Else. I like that this doesn't seem, obviously this is not correct syntax for comments. It's fine, but it's not what you typically use. There's a standard for these things. Okay, else we are going to do this. Yeah, this is a mess already. And then inside the for loop we move north until the row is done, and then outside the for loop we move east. Right, and then this should just be good. Error. I need operators. That's annoying. What's the point of having more space if I can't utilize it effectively? Okay, I guess I'll just set up separate for loops then. That's gonna be a pain in my ass. Grass. Oh yeah, this needs to move north here. Can't use this, so it's just gotta be harvest. This first one is grass, the second one is wood. The question is, can I use tab to make my life easy? We will see. Or it's shift tab. Nope, that opened my friends page. That was frustrating. Okay, these are bushes. move north, and then we're gonna move east. East, and then this will happen twice. Now I will just repeat the code, because this is the state I'm in. Okay. I can already see that this is inefficient, because we waste a cycle resetting. So this is gonna move east, and then it's gonna move south. Hang on. Stop. No, that's gonna balloon the code. I'd rather have simple code that's a little bit less efficient at the moment. I'll have to completely rewrite all this when I have more functionality. I guess this is the frustrating part of playing a beginner's game, is that you don't get to do everything right at the start. Because ideally you'd be snaking your way around, because we waste a full cycle going all the way back. It actually might be 3 cycles. But yeah, if you just snake around, it's a bit more efficient. Ooh, I get momentum on my move. That's kind of cool. Alright, what can I unlock? No, not more speed. I need operators. Okay, I can set variables, functions. I need that. Operators, I know about this. Booleans, arithmetic, great. We get modulo. That's very nice of them. Cool. Okay, I need carrots for this. Damn. Senses. Oh. The drone can sense what's under it and where it is. Get position X is less than 5. Cool. So this allows you to set ranges for... Well, I don't even know why I'd need that, unless I can generate new... what are they called? What are the drones? Unless I can generate drones like on the fly. Okay. Get time. Simulate. Oh, I don't need this right now. I'm sure that'll be useful at some point when the game gets much more complicated, but for now I'd rather have carrots. Plant carrots, till. Okay, so till is just a toggle. Plant carrots. It costs wood and hay. Okay. 1 wood, 1 hay. Which means this is going to be carrots. Capitalize it like before. So this is where the sense would happen. Always clearing as a first command is frustrating. No, that's fine. The whole program gets reset. I'm not like starting in the middle. So I'd rather everything go back to a stable state. So if I can harvest, maybe it makes more sense for carrots to go first, because then I can set that up. producible or reproducibly without a sense. So yeah, let's do that first. Range I can harvest. So the first thing that's gonna happen is tilling. Oh no, I don't want this to happen reproducibly. Boop, boop. So this will be like set up. And then this will be loop. If you have a bigger field later in the game, all the stuff in the field is just gone. Yeah. At some point I'll fix that. But for now, this is better for quick iteration. You don't have to deal with the state of things already. In a real program, I mean, we would just save the state of everything to its own file, clear everything, and then as long as the operation isn't too big, you just rerun it. It's much, much simpler and more reliable, which is what's really important. What is the operation? Just till? But yeah, if I don't have senses, it doesn't make sense to not clear everything, because then I'll have to keep the state of everything like in the program, which is very poor. It would not be good of me to do that. So this loops over everything and tills. This needs to move north. And then this first row will be carrots, and then grass, and then wood, and this should be fine. Oh, I planted bushes, not carrots. Oh, I've got arithmetic, so I can actually do something interesting. No, that's not worth my time. I'll just set up another for loop. Let's get world size. We will plant entities dot carrot, and then we will move south. Oh, who's calling me? Sorry, just 1 second. All right, just handling a plumbing issue. Okay. Range, move south. I don't need the last one to move south. Hmm. Did operators unlock that? Why can't I right click that one? Oh, I didn't have that. I have comparisons. Cool. If I does not equal 2. I'm assuming this counts from 0, right? Expected comma or closing bracket. Oh. Dumb. Huh? Oh. Stop. And then this also needs the same clause here. And also this is not correct because this will break when I expand the farm. Nope, why'd it go north again? That's not right. Stop it. So we till. Then we aren't the world size, so we till. Then we should be the world size. Maybe it's this -1, we'll see. That is probably my issue. Okay, now I can set up ranges for what I want this thing to do. Now let's unlock something. Let's see if that... Yeah, let's upgrade our speed. Let's upgrade our grass yield. Oh, don't have enough. That's fine. Trees, watering. Okay. Now, I can make this a bit more efficient. I wish I could... Well, I can. I'm dumb. Hang on. I can just have another file open and test new programs. This will just be like new _test or something. And then I will copy all this over. So that this can run in the background while I make changes. No, don't have a... You don't need the tick there. So what I want now is for I in range get world size. So this is going to measure left to right. North to south will be our rows of crops. And left to right will be our range of what crops actually get planted. So then I can just check if... This really only works if I have functions available. Otherwise, this just makes more sense to do this. Well, okay, I'll leave it. What can I change to make this more efficient? I can add this clause to the end here. So we stop when we get to this last one. And then we move east. And then this one we move south. And then we move east. And then we move north. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Control A, copy. Control A, paste. Play. So yeah, it's a bit more efficient now. At the end, it does reset itself, so when I have functions and things, I'll be able to make it just snake back and forth and not have to do a cycle resetting. Which will be good. Why is this planting bushes? Oh, because I'm stupid. That's why. This should be carrots. How did I fuck this up so bad? And why did no one tell me? Okay, you watch the funny farming game for a little bit. I need to send a text to someone. And drop it off. Oh, you probably want music to watch the funny farming game. There you go. Have fun, champ. Okay, can we unlock anything new? Like this? Variables? I just want functions so bad. And importing. We'll do senses in a little bit. I can get senses right now, it's cheap. Senses. So this is get position. Number of items. Okay. Alright. Get entity type, get ground type. Perfect. The none keyword is also unlocked now. That's good. Function has no return statement. We'll actually return none. I don't have functions yet. Okay. Use the num unlock function. Cool. Num unlock carrots. Sure. Can I get this? Variables, yes. I know about variables. Can I get functions yet? Yes! Yes! I'm so excited. Functions are my favorite part of programming. They make everything so clean. Can I get imports? I need 80 carrots. I'm gonna wait. I will definitely wait for carrots. Do we get here? Liss? Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Can I expand the farm some more? Yeah, okay, I'll expand the farm some more. Code triggered a warning. Why? No, you're fine. No, it's not fine. Okay, this is probably why I wanted to do some fancy stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna wait for functions. I guess I'll just do it now. I'll let it mess about for a little bit. So now I set a range for everything. This will be if I is equal to 0. We'll do carrots. Oh. If I is how many bushes do I need? I only need 1 bush per carrot, right? So we'll just have 2 rows of hay. Or do I want 2 rows of bushes because they take forever? Or maybe 2 rows of carrots? Yeah, we'll do 2 rows of carrots because they take longer. So if carrots is less than 1, less than or equal to 1, if I is 2, and then I can actually set ranges based on the world size, but because this will break again, it'll break differently. It won't completely collapse my carrots, but and then 3 because I've got 4 rows, right? Yeah. Move east. The trouble is that this is going to break again. So I need to get rid of this and just be fine with the wasted cycle there. There we go. Control A, copy. Oh, I'm not tilling everything yet. Do I have breaks yet? Is that a thing? Should we till? There should be plant. Is less than that, sure. I want to do this if it's over. So this is till. this is plant. No, plant. And we're going to move east. And then we'll do this again. And then this all needs to actually move inside the loop because or inside this if because I'm dumb. Move east. And then that'll do it one more time. And then else I will just break the loop. Else. Oh no, this will plant a bunch of carrots I don't need. If I just break the loop. Else we want to move... Can I reset the position of our... What is the warning it's giving me? Right, that's what's freaking out about. Else move west. And then we want to break. Right, that should work. Cool. Let's assume that's gonna work. Okay, so this goes through and it plants the carrots. Oh, moved east and then it moved west again. Hang on. No. We want to move west twice. Cool, that looks like that worked correctly. Why are you planting bushes twice? This should be planting carrots. So this should plant carrots in these two rows. Oh, because it moves east again. Oh. Okay, so this goes up and then down and moves east. Up and then down and then it moves east. And then it sees that it's not... that this is 2. And then it moves back. And then it moves back. I can just get the position of the copter now though, right? The drone. It is a quadcopter. It's not technically a drone. This should be fine. I don't know why this is also planting bushes. It doesn't quite make sense. Error. Entities carrots does not exist. Oh, it's entities carrot. Okay. So that plants carrots. And then we reset. Nope. Why did it move, like, through... What? Why is it moving? Oh, this is not the right spot. That could be my issue. Just double check, make sure that's not the same anywhere else. There we go. Hooray! What the hell? Why did it plant bushes here? I'm confused and annoyed. It feels like this is not running correctly. Okay, can I get the logging function? Something is broken. Debug, thanks. No, I know how print works. I appreciate that. Why is it trying to harvest grass over this? Okay, let's step through this and let's see what's what. So we till, we till. We plant, move south, we plant, south, plant, plant. We move east, we do this whole thing again. This is very simple. And then move east, but that's not correct. We don't actually need to move there. So now we go west. Now we go west. And now we're in the main loop. I is less than 1. So we move north, because we can't harvest this yet. And we move east. No, we're not at... Wait. What? But I should not be equal to 3. What is going on? That was not correct. Unless it's treating a block of ifs as an else if. Is it elif in this one? Elif, there we go. Okay. And then else, I guess I'll just print or make grass for that. That should be fine. Okay, let's see if this fixed it. Okay, for whatever reason it was treating a block of ifs as an elif, which is not correct. But this should be fine now. Developers, I think I found a bug. Unless I just made a weird mistake and I don't understand what's going on. Which is totally possible. Can I get the import yet? It costs 80 carats? Yes. Okay. Fantastic. This is amazing. Import. Yep. Do I need to export? Okay. Import cycles. Okay, so just avoid cyclical imports and we're good. The main loop shouldn't have to deal with that. Now I've got this, which I will expand. And then I'm going to create a new... This is like my running code. Let me just stick this up here. Now I can create a new file. called harvest. And now should be called harvest like this. So I can import harvest like this, and then I can write functions. Is it def? Yeah, it's def because it's Python. Def. It'll be harvest.hay, harvest.grass, right? So now we can just write a library for all this stuff, which will be cool. Harvest.grass, just harvest. Right? Def harvest.bush. Will harvest, and then it will plant a bush. And then carrots will do the same. If I'm harvesting, it should be based on what I'm harvesting. So hay. Bush should be wood, and then carrots can be carrots. Which will harvest. And then plant. This is actually a bit more complicated. We're going to check this in a second. Entities dot bush. Okay, let me give it a little bit of a comment. Do I actually need to tell this that it has no arguments? I probably do. And then I can make this more complicated later on. Like, in theory, harvesting hay, if you harvest, it should tell you how much you harvested. But boy, does that sound like something I don't want to do right now. Let's do wood. And I also need to check that we can, right? If can harvest. Since I've got something running in the background, I'll take some time with this. Okay, plant entities bush. This should be carrot. Let's not make the same mistake 4 times. That'd very like me though. Carrot. Oh, this should be capital B bush. Okay, hay, wood, carrot. 4 carrots before I plant. I should probably... No, because it's going to throw an error anyway. I don't need to check for that. And I also don't want to assume that the program I'm writing wants to plant carrots whenever I call it. It should just try. Do I have try catch? Can I do that? No. Okay, let's just do this for now, and... These could be one function. But I'll live. I might change it. This could be harvest basic, which just calls can harvest and then harvest. And you could have harvest plant, which harvests and then plants. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Planish. Did I spell that right? We don't have time to care. I need an argument here that is... What is the argument? Entity. Entity? Cool. And this is typed. I hope it's not. I actually did not check. I should probably just take a look. Arg1, Arg2. Oh, what's the default? The default should be Bush, right? Okay. And then I actually want this to be entity. And by default it'll be grass. But I just want a spot that I can actually add that if I need to. This is not required. Cool. So now we import harvest. Okay. So now can harvest. I can replace this whole deal. With harvest dot replenish entities dot caret. Right? And then we move north. And then bush will be the same thing, but it'll just be a bush. Right. And then grass will be harvest.basic. North. Just so that I can easily see in the code what this is, I'm giving myself a spot to be a good boy and make things obvious when I can. I just kicked the shit out of that. We got carrots, we got grass, we got bushes. Cool. Let me take this and we'll just double check that. Can I move this window? There we go. Okay, now we're planting bushes and we're planting... Oh, fuck. What'd I mess up? Oh, this doesn't have the LF, so I gotta copy this back in when it's done. Stop. Stop. I forgot that this is a little bit broken. Else, do one of these. Do one of these. Okay. Since there's not actual version control here. Huh? What? Why did this not work? Stop it. Oh, did I hit pause and then play again? Or should I have hit just stop? That's a little sad. Why is that song there? I just planted a bush here. What is going on? Okay. I'm gonna pause for a second. I've come to the conclusion that checking this is not working. Using the range does not meet my needs anymore. So what I need to do is at the start of each row, I need to check my position. So I need to get position X, which is in sensors, right? In here? Yeah. Get position X. And then we're going to just get rid of this entirely. If get position X is less than 2, less than 1. Oh, very close to being smart, but not yet. There we go, less than or equal to 1. Else if this. And then I can unpack the move, which will be great, to the end here. I can actually put all of this inside of 4 as well. I think. Hang on, I'm gonna save that for a second. Okay. And you get world size, harvest basic, yep. So while true, we have this range that tells us how big our farm actually is. And then we move north at the end, and we just use the else if, which should be a switch, but Python does not have one of those. Like this, and then we don't need the move, or this range. We don't need either of these moves, or this range. This is the type of simplicity I need in my life. This right here, this is my favorite thing. Okay. Now, in here, I kind of want the same system. So, if get position X is this, then we do our thing. I kind of want to make this its own function, but this is fine. Oh, this is also broken. If it's only doing the first two, and I know it's only doing the first two, I should just change it. Range 2. And then at the end, we just move back 2. Right? I wish I could set... Can I set my position? I know I've got get, but can I set? I can set speed. Oh, I can set the farm to be smaller as well. Can I make the farm bigger? Yes. Okay, that's good. Cool. I'll just make everything faster. And let's test this. Let's see. So now we've got carrots. Bushes. Cool. Now what I can do is I can set up a routine for each type of plant based on what row it's in. Which will do what our commenter MX 273 was mentioning. That will keep the state of the farm in mind using senses. Come on, give me the window. It'll also allow me to set a range for these bushes, but who am I if someone who doesn't want to make things more complicated? I need pumpkins and trees. So let's get trees. Oh, I can't. I need wood. Which means I need to make a change to this. So it'll be less than or equal to 3. And that'll be 4. So now it's going to plant 2 rows of... a little less than 2. No, less than 3. This will be less than 5. And then we'll re-execute. This is not correct. Hang on. Stop. Kind of an issue. Also, I mean, the biggest thing that's the issue is that we could harvest these at the start, but... well, that's not the biggest. It's not planting the last few carrots. For iron range 2. Oh. Right. We're defining I twice. Let's make this J. I just need this to loop twice. No. Nope. What the hell? Okay, let's stop this. Let's step back through it. Till. Move, till, move, till, move, till, move. Why don't I just plant after I till it? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Chat, I might be dumb. I added a whole bunch of extra work for no reason. Plant, and then we move north until we move east. At the end of this loop, we move east, and then we go in the range, we move south until we move west at the end of this one, and then we move west again. No, because we're only doing 2. West, and then we don't need to do any of this movement at the end, and it's much easier. Okay, is this right? Did I do it? No, fuck, wait, hang on. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, I'm dumb. I am dumb. Okay. Under harvest. This will be a bit of a misnomer here. But where I replenish, where it's harvest and plant, I want sow where it's till and plant. Sow? No, that's sow. What is sow the correct word I'm thinking of? Plant. Yeah. That's so. So I want the entity for clarity. But by base it'll be entities dot caret. Which will till and then plant our entities like this. Cool. No, this is not basic. This is harvest and replant. You know what? I think I've solved something in my head. No. I could have this replenish function be that it harvests, or it checks the crop under it, it harvests that crop, and then it continues. And then my setup is just the first loop where I set everything to the correct crop type. It doesn't save me anything. I'll just do it like this, that's fine. Okay, so then in here, I can replace this, since I'm doing it twice, with harvest dot sow. This will be entities dot caret. Okay, move east, move south. I have a way to make this better as well that I'm just thinking of, but first let's test it. Nope. What? Wait, stop. I'm running the same code. Is the game broken? What is going on? Stop. Is the game broken? First off, clear. Let me step through. Let me plant. Right? Why did this just not work before? What the fuck? Range 2. Oh, should this be range 1? Am I dumb? Why is this not working? It's not replanting the carrots here. Okay. I need to add a check because the game is broken. There we go. I need to add a check to my replenish function and to my sow function that oh, this is because if can harvest, right? Right. The planting should not happen whenever we harvest. The planting should happen whenever there's no plant there. Which is accomplished through a sense, but I don't remember the function for it. Get entity type equals none. And then what if they grow fast enough, right? So this should go before. If get entity type equals none, we will plant our entity. Plant our entity. This is good programming music, I like it. Till and plant. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Error. Oh. What is this? Close that. What the fuck? What? Okay, stop. Why? Oh, it's not planting carrots because I don't have enough wood. Why are the bushes not growing? Why are the bushes not being planted? So this is 0. This is 1. So these two are carrots. Then it checks if we're in carrot land, and if not, we move up to... I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna define very specific ranges. So if get position is less than or equal to 1, and is it Python and get position X is greater than or equal to position 0, right? So I'm defining an actual range now. Okay, so this will be less than or equal to 3, which is this row here, right? 3, and 2. Yes, I know that they're backwards. We're going to have to deal with the way that I set this up. We'll just deal with it. Because we're all adults here. We can do that. 3 and 2. I didn't type 2 for some reason. This should be 5, and this should be 4. Right? 4, 5. Cool. This should be 5. This is... I already fucked it up. I'm gonna switch it. 4. 5. Greater than 2. Less than 3. Zero to 1. Once I have lists, I will make this a bit cleaner. Okay. Right, I don't have enough wood to plant the carrots, so that's fine. This is not planting fucking bushes. This is planting nothing. Pause. Bush. Get any type? None. Can harvest. Harvest. Son of a bitch. Okay. That's what's wrong. I don't want to waste another cycle, so it's just going to happen after. This technically should happen before and after. But just after is okay. We'll live. Cool. That was my issue. It never got to it being none because I'm stupid. Oh, and it still won't. Fuck. Okay. It's time to lock in. I have an idea. Or entity. No, or get entity type equals entities dot grass. Right? See this? Now this should be very easy and should work correctly. Fuck. Now it's working correctly. And now I can plant my carrots. I think I need to get higher yield on my wood. Can I do that? No, bush is a fixed entity? Oh, that's annoying. But we need trees. I don't have enough wood for trees. Okay, I need less carrots. I need more bush per carrot. So we're gonna set grass to be just 2. And bush can be 3 to 5. Start. I'm sure there are easier ways for this to happen. There we go. Now we got it. Now we should net wood, hopefully. We net 1 wood. Okay, I just need to plant less carrots, I guess. So let's go to 0. Grass can be 1, 2, 1, and then this can be 3 to 5, 2 to 5. Go. Oh, no, this is incorrect because. Okay. What if I just don't have a setup? What if I just cut the setup out of it? The setup was a fun idea. But what if instead I just use a sense? It should be better, I think. Okay, that was tense. No. I need a new file here. Wait, I could just use so, right? Do I need that? No, not yet. Oh, no, that's fine. If get ground type does not equal rounds dot soil, we want to sow harvest dot sow entities dot carrot, right? Cool. Okay, this should be fine. Now if I run this, it should work correctly. No, I wanted to stop it and restart it. Oh, yeah, now it should work. Oh, I guess that's better, isn't it? Okay. Let me add a file now, and this will be like crops. And then this will give me the main loop for each crop. So I want to start, let's do the grass loop. Oh, I've got my caps lock on. Grass loop. It's not really a loop, it's just grass. It's just grass. Well, no. Def. Grass. Nothing there. And then this will import harvest. And then this is our main, like, controller for the farm. But we'll have grass here, and what grass will do is it will just harvest basic entities dot grass. Okay, and then we've got def wood or bush. And we've got harvest dot replenish. It's going to be a bit more complicated, but you'll see. Replenish entities dot bush. And then we've got def carrot. And then this actually does a few things, right? So this checks the ground type, which all of these will do in a moment. Cool. So it checks if the ground type is soil, and if it is, we need to sow a carrot. Otherwise, we replenish. Cool? Cool. Now, bushes are fine. Bushes can be planted on anything. Grass needs to be planted on grassland. So for this, we need to get the ground type, and it needs to be grounds dot grassland. And then we need to till, if it is, which just sets it back to grassland. Right? Okay, cool. Now, I can go in here, and this can be, change this, harvest, or import crops. And this will, if crops dot carrot. Cool. Crops dot, what was this? Grass. And then this will be bush. And then we run this, and it should be the same. Damn it. Harvest. Replenish? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, this should be harvest. My bad. Cool. Now this should turn into grass. There we go. Brilliant. Great. I wish there was an actual file system and to keep these on screen. Well, that's great. Trees. Trees are a better way to get wood than bushes. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Trees have to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growing time is doubled for each tree that is on a tile, directly to the north, east, or west, or south of it. Okay. Cool. So don't plant trees right next to each other is the gist. Which means I need to change my algorithm a little bit. So what is my max planting for a tree? It's here and here and here and here, which I could hard code, but I can't check what's around my copter. Get access to dictionaries and sets, which I really don't need, right? I need the ability to see what's next to me, but I don't know. I can do that, actually. We have the technology. Interesting. Okay, this will be complicated, but worth it, I bet. Lists, I know about lists. These tree items, hey, that's right. Cool. So now, in our main, well, what am I gonna do here? What I can do is keep track with the copter of every square. And then when the copter goes to plant in a square, it checks if there's no tree around it. Right? That should work. That should give me a pretty efficient packing of trees. Let me just double check and make sure it does not care about... Oh. That is on a tile directly to the north, east, west, or south of it. I see. So what I can do instead is I can change up this function a little bit. First in crops I need trees, right? So def tree, it will literally be this. Entities.tree. Okay, then I can define an offset for these rows. So on 2 through 5, we're to run the crops. Let's do crops wood. Let's just change it because this will be fun. No. Nope. Actually didn't like that. And then I will just define my logic in here for this. If even, right? So if get position X mod 2 equals 0, then we plant a tree. Or no. I see how I want to do this. This will be interesting. So basically, if I'm an even row, I want to plant tree and then bush. And if I'm in an odd row, I want to plant bush and then tree. So I can stagger each row. So this will just say if it's even or odd. And then we've got my brain is, I'm getting a little out of it. Okay, I need to use this as a function of get X and Y to build out like a checkerboard pattern, which should be fine, because I've got 0 or I've got 1. Okay, so if this plus get position Y mod 2 equals 0. That should be the function for this. We plant tree, otherwise we plant bush, else bush. Does this right? Does this check out? Should we like this? I think that's fine. Nope, that just plants a tree every time. I don't know how that worked. Stop. Okay, hang on. For this, X is 2 and Y is 0. So 2 mod 2 is 0. Y is 0, so 0 plus 0, mod 2 should be 0, which should plant a tree. Then this is 1. So 0... Oh wait, that's just true, always. I just need to wait for the trees here to grow, right? My math is correct, is it not? Because I need to wait for this tree to go away and this one to go away. And we should have max speed trees and bushes. Yes, Cool. I was right. I knew it had something to do with mod too. I can only imagine that this was like some sort of weird problem we did in college that is just coming back to me now. Who is texting me? Oh. It's not. It's a YouTube comment from forever ago. Cool. Now I've got trees, which give me way more wood. Can I make my farm bigger? I need pumpkins. Okay, let's do pumpkins. Pumpkins grow like carrots. All the pumpkins in a square are fully grown. They'll grow together to form a giant pumpkin. Right. When a pumpkin dies, it leaves behind a dead pumpkin that won't drop anything when harvested. Planting a new one in its place will automatically remove the dead pumpkin. So there's no need to harvest it. Can harvest always returns false on dead pumpkins. Oh. Can I check for a dead entity? Huh. This is complicated. Okay. Let's just start growing pumpkins normally first. I will cut a line of bushes since I can make more wood now. Let's just cut the last one. Do I need water for anything? What does water do? Watering plants makes them grow faster. Okay. What is this? Dinosaurs? How are they farming? I can make my drone faster? Okay. Cool, I like that. That's satisfying. Is this like level 1? Do you get more levels after this? A maze with a treasure in the middle. That sounds interesting. Mega farm. More drones. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. The last row I will cut. So we'll go back to 4. This will be 4 to 5. And then crops, we need pumpkins. Pumpkin. There we go. Pumpkins are basically carrots, right? Pumpkin. Am I dumb? Hang on. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Since I've used this more than once, I should make it a function. Did this say that I can add these together in some manner? I guess that's fine. Def, what is this? What function am I doing? It's like a replenish, but with an optional this on the front of it. It should be like ground type. And by default, the ground type is grassland. Entities, come on. Entities dot. Or no. Should be grounds. Dot grassland. And then we just always add this check in front of it. So if the grounds is not correct, we set the grounds to ground type. And then we will harvest.sow our entity, right? Is that correct? I think that's correct. And then I just call replenish on this, and I don't need to do anything special. I will just make a little note here of of why this exists, which is incorrect ground type. Incorrect ground type, we want to I can lowercase this. Flip GT and plant. Cool. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Crops, not pumpkin. Yeah. Nope, that did not make pumpkins. Show takes one argument. Yeah, I gave it the entity. Unless I... What is your complaining about? You called it with these arguments. Harvest entities carrot. What do you mean? Oh, not harvest.sow. Just sow. Because they're in the same file. What do you know? Anyhow, this didn't plant pumpkins, this planted grass. But I think I know why. I think it's the ground type is freaking out. That also planted grass. That's not right. What the hell? Stop. Stop, stop, stop. I'm actually giving it the ground type. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Can I unlock dictionaries? No, that costs pumpkins. Shoot. Okay, I need to pass these in by hand for now. So what I'm missing is that I'm forgetting my, my ground type. Should be grounds dot soil for pumpkin and carrots. There we go again, and now it's actually planting everything correctly. Good for me, good for me. Okay. Entity's dead pumpkin. Right. So pumpkin, replenish. This needs a check. If get entity type is entities dot dead pumpkin. We need to till, no, not till, plant, right? Plant entities dot pumpkin. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Pumpkins will get more complicated. I just need to wait until I can make the farm bigger. I also think I have enough grass. So let me make a change to the grass. Which is that I will just cut it out completely. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. And then I'll move wood down 1 to 1 to 3, and then pumpkins will be 4 to 5. Is it already 45? Am I dumb? Oh, I am dumb. Okay, and now we're capitalizing some of the bigger pumpkins. Cool. What do I want to do now? Can I do water? I can do fertilizer and watering? Okay, let's increases the yield and costs. I see. Now it costs 2. Right. So let's get watering. Oh, sorry. Can I check how much water I have in my tank? I can, right? I can get items. Cool. So now... we want to add a watering function here. Def water. Water the ground. Okay, so we want to check if, what is the, what is it? Get water. If get underscore water is say if get water is 0, I can change this. Can I do this? Min water level. So I need to define that up at the top. Min. This is fun. Equals, let's say like 0.5 or something, 0.5. Just go 0.1. Okay, hang on. Ground dries up over time on average, it loses 1% of its current water per second, but there's some random variance. Maintaining a high water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. Okay, cool. Then let's set this at 0.25. Is less than or equal to the min water level. We will use item. Items.water. Cool. And then I want to just check every space if we want to water. I don't know if that's going to cause a circular loop because nothing imports main, right? So for everything, we don't want to move yet. We want to water. No, not def water. What am I doing? Harvest.water. I also need to check that I have enough water to actually do that. Harvest.basic. No, this should be crops.basic. Or crops.grass. Cool. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. My brain is just going too slow. Okay, senses. Senses can check numb items, right? And numb items for water, right? This is, oh shit, is that gonna interact poorly? Items.water. Items.water is greater than 0. Just so it doesn't throw an error at me. Whips. There we go. Can I get to this page, please? Thanks. Now, when I hit run, it should water everything if it's not been watered. I don't have enough water. I just need to get a bunch of pumpkins for now. I need 2.5k pumpkins. Which just means watching. Waiting. Not watching. Let's unlock this. Let's unlock this. There we go. That should give me more water to play with. What time is it? It's like... It's almost time for me to call it quits, I think. The trouble is I want to keep playing this game. And... I mean, that was the end of my sentence, unfortunately. I didn't have much else to say. Okay, I can increase up to 9 times. And then I'll get Mega Farm, which I don't know what that does. I hope this game keeps getting updates. Because it's pretty awesome. Also, the watering, when you water and what crops you water is going to change once I have more than one drone, I think. Oh, Nightbot got a spammer. Thank you, Nightbot. Good job. So, what do we do now? I guess we just wait till I have enough pumpkins. I could add another row for pumpkins. Let's do that. Sounds like fun. 3, 2. I also don't really need more carrots right now, right? Well, if I'm running out of wood too fast, I guess I'll fix it. But this increases my chance of getting one of those 6x6 pumpkins, right? Yeah, one of the big boys. Okay, let's unlock this. It's gonna double my pumpkin cost, but... Riches go to the bold. Is it riches favor the bold? I don't remember. It's been a while since I spoke. Nice. Oh, we get a pumpkin hat? I don't really think I care about the hats. Maybe when I have different drones, I'll give them all different hats so that you can see what they're all doing. Also, what is the pig doing? Is he just zooming around? I guess. It says it's turning it into money, but we don't really have money, do we? Okay, I've got 1.2k pumpkins. Do I get dictionaries yet? No. What do sunflowers do? Does anything cost sunflowers? It doesn't seem like it. This costs gold, which I don't have. Mega farm? No? What gives you gold? I don't know. We'll see. Code triggered a warning. Didn't have the required items to plant. Oh, okay. I see ya. Yeah. I should have checked for that, shouldn't I? Oh, it needs carrots for pumpkins? Did I read that and just ignore that? Plant cost is 2 carrots. Oh, I'm dumb. Chat. I've solved it. I'm stupid. Okay, I have a lot of wood. I'm going to try and... change this. So 1 to 3. Let's go 1 to... Let's go 2 to 3. And we're gonna plant more. Oh. What the heck? 4 to 5. No. Oh, I'm stupid. Uh-oh, I'm stupid. 2, 3. There we go. Okay. You know what I could do? I could do another function for crops. Which I could give it the instruction to interweave. Like in here, I could give it an interweave instruction function. Let me do that really quick. Def interweave. That's not correct. How do you spell that word? Okay, that's how you spell that word. Interweave. Come on. interweave, right? And then this will take an arg with the type. Or can I give it a function? Func. Func A. And then function B. And by default, function B is always trees. Crops dot tree. Right? I don't want to run it. I want the function. And then whenever I want to interweave a crop with any other crop in this check pattern I have, I can call this. And it will do this math here. Right? So this should be function A. And then function B, and then for this, I just interweave crops dot tree or crops dot this could be anything. This could be let's do carrots. Like this. And then let's just completely cut this. This would be if 0 2. Interweave this. And then 3 to 5, which is this. So the first half will interweave carrots and trees. It'll take a little bit to reset, but this should be fun. Alright, let's see if this actually runs. Error. Too much indentation. You're correct. Interweave has never been defined. What do you mean? It's right here. Oh, do I need to define it first? Functions. It's right here though. See, look, copy, paste. I spelled it wrong. There we go. And now I can weave one crop with any other crop for efficient cropping. Cool. The first row doesn't actually need to be trees, right? As long as I'm netting more trees than I lose every round, we should be good to cut back. Which I am. So let me make one of these rows just carrots. So this would be 2 to 2. There we go. So this is all carrots. These are all pumpkins. These are a weave of trees and carrots for efficient planting. And then I just cut out bushes altogether because they're really inefficient. Then we profit. Look at this. Cool. Alright, what's next? I've got 2.3 pumpkins. I could clean up some of the code. I wish that it would let me edit code while it's running. I understand why it doesn't, but I'd love to be able to just write code while it's running in the background. I know I can do some stuff swapping between files, but it was very confusing. 2.5. There we go. Just get dictionaries. Data structures, yep, for mapping. That gets mapped, okay. Get entity type. Here's another one that maps the drone's position to the entity it's over. Right. Accessing the value map to a key is similar to accessing the elements of a list. Okay. This is actually very useful for determining what the whole farm is made of, but I won't use it just yet. So let's keep that in the back of our minds. For what I needed, that was not what I needed. I wanted to make something a bit more intuitive. So I had to write the ground that this requires, and Harvest should just store a dictionary of what entities want what ground. So this should be defs. This should be functions. So I need to define here. I need to define. This will be ent to ground, which will be I only need to define the define. Which ones require soil, right? So it should be entities dot pumpkin map. Hang on, how do they have this set up? Okay. Maps to grounds dot soil. And then entities dot carrot maps to grounds dot soil. Wait, no, I'm dumb. I could have just done this with a list, right? Soil equals a list that includes entities dot carrot and entities dot pumpkin. And then in my here, we don't need the ground type anymore. We just check if entities, no, if entity, if entity in soil hang on. No. Yes, this works, but no, this is not very readable. it makes more sense just to map them. Unfortunately, that's kind of annoying. Entity to ground type. Or, no. Ground type by entity. Is a dictionary. Carrot maps to soil. Pumpkin maps to soil. Oh my gosh. Can I just define these as constants? I use them a lot. So can I do like soil equals entities dot rounds dot soil and grassland. Grassland. So then this can just be shorthand soil, so I can read it. And I'm assuming the interpreter can handle that. I hope so. This is not correct. This needs to be like this. Wait, why am I doing it like this? I wish that it was just built into the back end where they define the entities, but I guess not. Unless it is. Unless it is. Hang on. There are no defined dictionaries, right? No. So instead of doing it like this, because this seems like a pain in the ass, I will create a for loop. I will define these by hand, because these are the two I know need soil. And it'll be for ent in entities. Hang on, this might be better. If ent is not carrots or this isn't the best, but neither am I, so we'll deal with it. Pumpkin. We'll say... Oh, because this is... Yeah, this is not correct. ground type by entity. By entity dot append. So this is when it sets it up. It runs this function. Append ent colon soil. Right? And then else. Why is it not registering the functions or the objects when I write them? This is very annoying. Dot append and grassland. That way, as the list grows, I only need to keep track of what is in the soil. So I've got soil, I've got grassland. I want, I guess, soil entities, right? Which will be a list. I can make this a little bit cleaner now. Entities dot.
What does that sound? Are you trying to eat aluminum foil, sir?
My cat is trying to eat aluminum foil. Hang on.
Nope. Let go of it. Oh, this is not a kind of distraction. What are you doing? Okay, go somewhere else.
He wanted the aluminum foil so bad. Entities carrot. Entities pumpkin. Now I can grow this list forever and just add onto this list. And then if ent in soil ent. Then we give it soil. Otherwise, we give it grassland because those are the only two soils I know about yet. My guess is we're to get a desert one at some point. In which case, I'll change this. See if that actually works. I made a lot of changes. But the thing it actually impacts is what did that impact? What did I do? Here. Oh, okay. If entity in... No. Now, I can go to the ground. If get ground type does not equal can it no, it's not here yet. Ground type by entity. No, I don't want to do that. What is the function to grab from a dictionary? Am I dumb? I'm dumb. I'm sorry, I apologize. Listen to Vintegotten and forgive me. Okay. That was fairly simple thing for me to have forgot. Where am I working? Entity. There we go. Then we can sow the entity. Otherwise, we want to harvest. And then if the entity type is none or it's grass, we can plant. Cool. This should work, right? Yeah, Uh-oh. I might be stupid. Papa's fine. I need a pen. You just append dictionaries together, right? Am I stupid? Or can I just append this entry? Is this fine? No. I'm confused. Do I have the logging function? Can I get that? I do have print. Okay. Hang on. This is annoying. Why is it pen? Oh, I can click this. That's good. It's list.append. Okay, can I append to the... Am I having a stroke? What is going on with me? Wait. I'm stupid. Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. Everyone, I have bad news. I'm losing my marbles. My marbles are all over the floor. Okay. So this should be the entity. Entity. And that is always mapped to... It is 5 p.m. where I live, so maybe this is my issue. I've just hit the end of the day. Can I plus equals? Does plus equals work with dictionaries? Is this a real thing? Oh. My cat is sprinting around at full speed. Damn it. Shit. Cannot be used on the operands this and this. Wait, we can get apples? How? How does apples? Snack, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's a lot. Are you okay? Alright, I need to get hyped up. To remember how dictionaries work. Right, key value pairs, gotcha. Add items. Oh, I just add them. Oh, I'm just fucking stupid. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright. My my genius is sometimes unfathomable. But here we are. Did I do it? Oh, this has a syntax error now. Replenish entities, pumpkin, ground soil. Oh, because I don't need the grounds anymore. That was a lot of work to get rid of that. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, everyone, I am professionally a programmer, so I'm also professionally an idiot. Like, I've got some cool ideas, but sometimes I don't know how dictionaries work. I guess we'll have to live with that. This is just my life. High highs and low lows. Okay, I will return in a minute. I need to go check something. Something has been checked. I'm returned. A genius, if ever there was one. What do I need to do now? What is the warnings I'm getting? Probably fix this. Oh, I should add a check for the crops. Do I care? It doesn't break anything. I don't think I care. I'm fine with leaving a warning. I wish I could just mute the warning. So what do I do now? I need unlock, right? For watering? Or do I want to make the farm bigger so I can plant more? Oh, I decided what I wanted. Oh, reset everything. Okay. I kind of want to just plant more carrots here. So let's do that. I wish I could set these easier. Maybe like proportionally or something. Okay. Back to chill music, now that this is not as important. Yeah, I guess we'll give each another row. So we'll go 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and then 5 to 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 5 to 7. That's only 2 rows though, right? Is that 3? No, it should be 4 to 7 then. Because it's half and half. Zero to 2 should go to here. And then 3 to 3. Cool. Yeah, yay! I did it. Oh, it doesn't check if there are dead pumpkins in the cell anyway. Well, that's a cool edge case. When do I check for that? Do I only check for that for pumpkins? I should probably check for that for a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let me do that here. Or go over here, man. Cool, and then I can drop this from pumpkins, right? That should fix it. Yippee. Solved. Easy. What is the entity type for a large pumpkin? Do they not give you a bigger entity? They give you more, but not different. Okay. So, it's actually inefficient, this section. What I need to be doing is waiting for the pumpkins to get as big as they can. Which actually means I should be planting more carrots. Okay, let's do carrots to 4. And then this will go 5 to 7. So you don't actually, you're less efficient when you have this extra row here. You want multiples of a number. So if I planted like all 4 of these, it might work. Oh wait, then I was correct. All 4 of these and all 4 of these. Oh wait, hang on. Ignore me. I sounded confident and I was wrong. The trouble is I don't want to harvest any of this until all of the pumpkins are fully grown. Because then I get the most yield. But how can I check that? I'll need to write a custom function for that. I can't do the same row-based model I was using before. I'll need to divide things like into patches. I'm gonna let this run and I'm gonna think about how I want to do that. Am I getting enough wood? Yeah, I think so. I'm netting a lot of wood. Oh, but I'm losing a lot of hay. So let me make some changes. I will change 0 to 1, so that these two, 2 to 2 will be carrots. Uh, 3 to 3 can be hay. Grass. Grass. Come on now. Because I do need to make some grass. And then my watering routine needs to change as well. Should just do this 3 times. Oh, I missed a colon. Actually, can I put these on one line? That'd help me out. Okay, no, it doesn't like that. So now I'll try and keep everything watered a little bit better. This is where having more than one drone would be a big help. Wait, I'm getting an error? Where at? Import harvest. Where? Okay, stop it. I need to be able to see the program. I didn't have the required items. No, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but... I think I can change some things. I don't have enough carrots to meet demand, so I'm just running this poorly. Is the scenario. So grass is going to be from 4 to 4. This is going to be from 5 to 7. And then the double carrot line is going to be from 2 to 3. Okay? Run. And then I want to wait to harvest these until I've got the big ones, right? That's kind of difficult to do. I mean, I'm sure there's an algorithm where I can scan this twice, looking for dead pumpkins. I could just leave it for now. Just wait. Bide my time. Get cost. Okay. I need to unlock the rest of the functionality here. And then I should be pretty good. I wish I could get objects. Can I do that? Get cost function returns a dictionary. Returns the cost of a plant or unlock. Cool. Nice. What's next? Unlock is 5k pumpkins. What does my expand to 8k pumpkins? Cool. Water efficiency. What is Mega Farm? Okay, let's unlock fertilizer. At some point, waiting for the plants to grow is just not efficient enough anymore. Similar to water, you automatically receive 1 fertilizer every 10 seconds, doubling with each upgrade. Fertilizer can make plants grow instantly. Use items fertilizer reduces the remaining growing time. Okay. When a plant is infected, half of its yield turns into weird substance when it's harvested. Okay. Weird substances can be used on plants, which has the effect of toggling the infected status and all adjacent plants. Okay. I see. So I need weird substance for this. My guess is, yeah, entities give you treasure, or maps give you treasure. Mazes, oh my gosh. When do I get fertilizer? 1 fertilizer every 10 seconds. Okay. Huh. This is getting complicated at a rate that is, interesting. Let me increase my carrots' yield. I can increase my trees' yield as well. I need to be doing that more. What next? I guess I want to be fertilizing stuff as much as possible, right? Not necessarily to make it faster right now, but to get that weird substance stuff. That makes sense to me. What next? I really like a space upgrade. Sunflowers and power. What does this give me? Collect the power of the sun. You can harvest that power. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. There are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm, and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals. You get 8 times more power. Oh my gosh. As long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. Okay. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. I guess I will make a new crop for sunflowers, because that actually sounds really good. Def sunflower. Harvest. Dot replenish. Entities dot sunflower. And then these harvest just like pumpkins, so they need to be in this soil type. Entities dot sunflower. Is this correct? Yes. And then in main, let's change, I guess, one of these two, or no, I'll interweave sunflowers into grass. That's fine. No, I won't. I'll change this. Oh shit, this is really broken. 4 to 4. Three to 3. I wish I had an easier way to define this. I might still. I want to interweave carrots and sunflowers here. Oh, whoops. That's not right. Here. There we go. Now I need to do some new stuff with my movement. If I put more sunflowers, if I do interweave for, this is a horrible nightmare. And I just cut that. Now I get like a weird speed boost for the end. I'm actually netting power, so now I'm just moving faster. Which I guess is good. Should speed things up a bit. Have I struck a balance here? I think my carrots are perfectly balanced. Yes, they seem fine. Okay. Now I just wait for 5k, and then I can do unlocks, which will give me access to a bunch of stuff. I'd also love to get a map of the farm to see what's at every position at any time. What would that let me do? It really doesn't matter till I have more more drones. That's for like when multiple drones need to check where they're at. Is it actually watering anything? Harvest.water. Oh my gosh. Water. Get water's less than the min water level, which is 0.25. And the number of items that I have is greater than 0. Yeah, we just water it 3 times. Which should be working. I've got power. Now I want to do fertilizing, so let me update my harvest. Def fertilize. What does the thing say about this? Use items fertilizer. Okay. When do I want to fertilize stuff? I don't even need that. That's stupid. I will just use this function since there's only one thing it needs to do. Sure, whenever we plant, we will fertilize. Cool. See what that does. Oh. Are these all infected? So, okay, now it's not infected. So infection spreads and it goes away. I might just have to be okay with that for now. As long as it's not causing depletion issues, I should be fine. I've got 5k pumpkins? Okay, auto unlock. To fully automate the game, you can use the unlock function to automatically unlock features. There's unlock speed, unlocks expand. Cool. Right. Unlocks loops. What is that? Okay. But now I can run unlock on water, right? And on fertilizer. Oh, only when I have enough, though. Well, that's fine. Need 8k for expand? That's fine. Am I netting carrots? Cool. I can get cactuses, but I don't need them yet. What I need is mazes so that I can get mega farm. I can get hats. Let's get hats. Cool. Well, I think this is as efficient as it's going to get for the time being. I just need to wait for more pumpkins. What else can I do? It seems fine. I mean, I'm moving really fast because of the sunflowers now. Which is great. I mean, I've replaced like 30 farmers at this point. Farmers wish they could produce 100, or, 1,000 pumpkins in 2 hours. I've completely revolutionized farming in 3 hours. I feel like this is a pretty interesting accomplishment. This is also a pretty great idle game, because I can just leave it on all night, and I'll come back in the morning and I'll just unlock everything. Which is maybe a design flaw. Unless they wanted this game to be completely idle. I know they said you can automate everything. Do I want to infect more stuff to unlock mazes? I might. I might also want to go get food. I'm a little bit hungry. And I didn't eat lunch. No, I did eat lunch. I guess I'm just hungry for dinner now. What do I need? I need to be able to focus. How long have I been streaming? Oh, like almost 3.5 hours. I think I might leave it here. I'm going to leave the game running, I guess, in the background. And I might make some things a bit more efficient. But I don't want to do any of the actual programming stuff off stream because I feel like that's the most interesting part of this game. So, yeah, that's where I'll leave it. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna go